Oh, well, I've got to say, I'm waxing lyrical over it, you know, the atmosphere, you know, it's, if anything, it's all as good as what I played in 20 years ago, you know, at West Ham, and I think they'll have no problems creating that atmosphere. Yes, you are a little bit further away from the actual pitch, but I'm sure that won't be a problem. I'm not too sure, Ian, whether you'll hear any West Ham fan being critical of this new stadium.
And what they'll want to do, of course, to use the old cliche, is make it a fortress. It's not always easy to do that. Sometimes clubs do take time to settle in, everybody just trying to check where everything is. And I think you made a good point when we were chatting beforehand, John. Opposition teams might fancy this a bit more than Upton Park. Wonderful first year with West Ham, including plenty of goals as well. Now then, Dybala. Mandzukic is there ahead of him. Dybala's the player down injured.
Yeah, just young Byram there, just a little bit eager. Actually, it's Nordfeldt it was that brings him down.
A new signing, Havard Nordtveit from Borussia Mönchengladbach. He helped them to place in this season's Champions League. They finished 4th in the Bundesliga. Now, he could be a useful man to have around as either a defender or defensive midfield player. Pereira to Alexandro with the cross. Dybala went up for the header, and that will be a free kick to West Ham.
Yeah, decent ball in, back post from Alexandro. Yeah, it is a foul. Just comes in with his shoulder. Byram just brave on the back stick. Foul 8 days before their first game. And I think Bilic Slaven will make a load of changes at half-time. So, yeah, they're fitness exercises, but the closer you get to the start of the season, you start thinking, well, hold on a minute, now there's just a week to go. You know, take it a bit more seriously.
It's Dybala, by the way, down again and staying down as well. He scored 19 goals in Serie A, just despite quite a slow start last season.
Yeah, well, they still managed to turn it around, but top manager, big fan of Allegri's.
He's not moving too easily, is it, Dybala? They won't take too much of a chance of them, you wouldn't have thought. Oh, there's Mandzukic with the header.
It's a great ball in, good movement from Mandzukic. I think he comes away from Reed, I think it is, who's marking him.
And Roma finished third last season as well in Italy. In the swinger, Andy Carroll, back helping his defence and staying back to help his defence as well. He knows it so far here at their new home. Dani Alves across to Lemina, and now Dybala. Only needs a quarter of a yard of space, Dybala.
First effort on goal.
Here he is on the ball. Dani Alves towards Mandzukic, lays it back, Dybala, that'll be 1-0. Superbly finished, lovely move by Juventus. Having escaped at the other end, that was clinical from the Italian champions.
It's Alves, sees Mandzukic pull off Reed. Dybala arrives perfectly, takes a touch. You can see Alves into Mandzukic, good front play, spots Dybala rather than on, times his run perfectly, and it's a really neat finish to the left of Adrian's goal.
36 seconds between West Ham hitting the post and Juventus hitting
West Ham.
There's no Kouyaté, is there, who'd normally be in the midfield?
Kouyaté would play, of course.
And Lanzini too, yeah. As Dybala's in here again, and it's Mandzukic, that'll be 2, like shelling peas, wasn't it? West Ham ripped apart by the old lady.
Reed slips, it's unfortunate, can't do anything about that. The marking's not great at the back, but it's Reed, Winston Reed slips over there, can't really justify that really, you know, he's in from Mandzukic. And at this moment in time, it's Juventus that are totally controlling the match. They started the game better, they're having more possession. West Ham went up the other end, hit the post, Valencia, but other than that, they know all the talk.
Number 20.